I do want to quit. I hate the smell of smoke.
You hate the smell of smoke? How long you been smoking?
About 5 years since my mom passed.
Since
Oh,
your mom? How old were you when your mom passed?
um, I was 26.
Did your mom smoke?
No, she drank.
She drink.
Yeah, she would
So
have.
explain cigarette to me. What did your first cigarette look like? How did it come about?
Well, I was smoking Black and Milds when she passed. The first cigarette, it felt like I was like high a little bit. Um, this girl I was talking to actually gave it to me because like my nerves was tore up, and it just felt like I was like on like I was high, like I felt good. And ever since then, I was wanting to get that, and then eventually, like I just couldn't stop smoking, and I
How many
smoked to
how many cigarettes you smoke a day?
um I could go through a pack a day.
You can like what's your what a normal day look like? Like a average day is an average day a pack?
Yeah.
How many cigarettes in a pack? 20?
It is.
Yeah, about 20.
Yeah. Uh,
I don't even smoke. I know it's about 20 in that bitch.
yeah. It's a
Pretty
lot.
sure.
You say it. I don't know
So
how to get in there. I just smoke it.
you tried to quit before? Was
Yeah,
this
I
your
tried
first?
nicotine patches, the nicotine gum. I tried going. It's just like it me out. It made me want to smoke more. Life make me want to smoke. Um,
Okay.
I'm dealing with
So
so
let
much.
me explain to you why. Let me explain to you why patches didn't work because you're not addicted to nicotine.
You said what?
I say the nicotine patches didn't work because you're not addicted to nicotine.
They was actually giving me an allergic reaction, so I couldn't use them.
Yeah, you're not a. It's not the nicotine in the cigarette. It's the so. What's your first cigarette of the day?
Um, when I'm taking a shit.
When you take it, you wake up, go for the shit, and that's when you take your first cigarette.
Yep.
And you don't have to think about it. It just kind of happens. Next thing you know, you're in the middle of a cigarette, right?
Yep.
It's a habit. You know how like when you brush your teeth, you always start on a certain side. When you put your pants on, you put a certain leg in at first. You don't think about it. It's just your body has learned to do something. When is your second cigarette?
Um,
That
Usually
make
when I'm like playing a game.
When you playing the game.
Yeah. It depends on if I work or not that day.
Out of those 20 cigarettes, how many of those cigarettes are you just consciously enjoying every puff? Like you just going, that was good.
No,
None of
none.
people are addicted to nicotine. Every cigarette would be like, I needed that.
so
Right.
what you saying? She addicted to the
That
habit, just the habit of smoking.
addicted to the habit of smoking. You're not addicted to nicotine. But guess what? If I owned a cigarette company, I would want you to believe you were addicted to nicotine. Like I do hypnosis. How great would it be for me as a businessman if you believed you were addicted to hypnosis? If you believe you just had to have it. You would have to give me a lot of money if you thought you had to have hypnosis. So it's not that you're addicted to nicotine, it's that you got a habit of smoking. And hypnosis is great for habits. Nail biting habits, eating habits. Hypnosis is great for habits. That's where a hypnotist shines. So if you're ready to stop, let's stop. But I gotta ask you some questions first because I don't want you to. This is how people get into like overeating or drinking and stuff like that.
Mm.
When you stop smoking, what are you gonna do with all your extra money?
Work and save up.
Save.
Get
What
our
you saving for? What you saving up for?
to pay all my bills off. Honestly.
What you gonna do with the extra time? Like when you take that morning shit, what you gonna do with that time? You gonna fuck around on your phone? You gonna like what you gonna do? How you gonna fill in these gaps to a time you used to spend?
I feel like I'll be more dedicated to my graphic designing because I do a lot of like graphic designing. So I feel like I have more time to do that a lot.
That's what.
Okay. When the last time you had a cigarette?
Like 30 minutes ago.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your craving for a cigarette right now?
I want to smoke right now, so I would say about 8.
About an 8?
Mm-hmm.
Bet. Okay. I'm gonna have everybody else go ahead and turn their cameras off and mute their mics because we're about to go to work. Okay, so you said scale of 1 to 10, it's an 8 right now.
Yeah.
Put your hand up like this, like you about to karate chop some shit. And I want you to take these 4 fingers and start tapping right here. I want you to know I smoked cigarettes in the past.
Do I supposed to say it to you?
Yep, say it out loud. Even though I smoked cigarettes in the past,
Even though I smoked cigarettes in the past,
I deeply and profoundly love myself.
I deeply and profoundly love myself.
Even though I smoked cigarettes in the past,
Even though I've smoked cigarettes in the past,
deeply and profoundly love myself.
deeply and profoundly love myself.
Take them same 4 fingers and start tapping right here in the top of your head, right here in the center. Yep. And I want you to say cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here in the center of the head. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here on the corner of this eyebrow. Cigarettes. Yeah, I'm
Cigarette,
taking that. Release.
release.
Right here on the outer edge of your eye, like where the top and the bottom connect. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here under your eye. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here under your nose. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here under your lip. Cigarette,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here on the edge of your collarbone. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here under the armpit. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here where the skin meets the fingernail. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Same thing on the index finger where the skin meets the fingernail. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here on the middle finger. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Skip over that 4 finger, go right to the pinky finger. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right back to where we started. I want you to take a deep breath in. As you let it out, I want you to let go all of those cravings for cigarettes. Blow them out. Blow it out. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want a cigarette right now?
About a 7.
Out of 7, so it dropped down. We're gonna run through that same thing again. Right here to the top. Cigarette,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Center of the head. Cigarettes, right? Go right there. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here, what is the inner edge of the eyebrow? Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here to the outer edge of the eye. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here under the eye. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Under the nose. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here under the lips. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here under the arms. Armpit. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Collarbone. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right here to the cuticle of the thumb. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Index finger. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Middle finger. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Pinky finger. Cigarettes,
Cigarettes,
release.
release.
Right back to the karate chop. Deep breath in. Blow out the craving. Let it go. Tap, 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 tap. Another deep breath in. Blow it out. Scale of 1 to 10. Where you at?
I'm at a 5.
Yeah, the 5 is going lower and lower. So I want you to remember those points because you could do that at any time. You don't need me to do that, but I want you to keep running through that on your own. But we're gonna move on ahead with the rest of it. So it's a part of you that knows that smoking isn't working for you. It's a part of you that knows that you're ready to give it up. Yet it's another part of you that continues to smoke.
Right.
So we're gonna do some parts therapy with you to make this easier for you. So I want you to take your left hand and I want you just to put it right here, like in front of your face, and I want you to look at that hand. Put it up a little bit. Yep. I want you to pick a spot on that hand, and I want you to stare at it. In a moment, your subconscious mind is gonna communicate with, yep, just like that, to let me know that it's ready. That I just seen that hand twitch, and that's letting me know that the subconscious mind is ready to communicate with me. And now that I know that the subconscious mind is ready to communicate with me, that hand is gonna start to move in towards your face. You're not going to move it. It's gonna start to move in all on its own. It's like your head is a magnet, and your hand just like that, and your hand is a magnet, and they're gonna draw in closer and closer together, just like that. And I don't want you to help me out. I don't want you to move it on purpose. I want you just to watch that hand as it comes in closer and closer and closer. And in a moment, that hand is going to touch your face. When your hand touches your face, your eyes are going to close and you're going to drop into a deep, 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 deep state of hypnosis. Your eyes are going to close, your head is going to get heavy, and your head is just going to drop down, and you're going to go into a deep state of trance. The hand is going to move in closer and closer and closer. And the closer it gets, the more you relax. The more you relax, the closer it gets. That hand just keeps drawing in closer and closer and closer and closer, just like that. And as that hand moves in closer and closer, you can feel that craving dropping from a 5 on down to a 0. You can feel your body dropping down into a trance. And the lower you go into trance, the lower that craving goes. You'll come out of trance. That craving will not return with you. This is your last day as a smoker. I hope you enjoyed your last cigarette, because your last cigarette was your last cigarette. As the hand moves in closer and closer and closer, you go into a deep state of trance. That's right. 3, 2, 1, and sleep all the way down. Deeper relax. That's it. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you go, as you go into a real endless state of trance. And as deep as you are, you can still go deeper. And the crazy thing about trance is, even though it's a lot like sleep, you could get up right now if you wanted to. But you find that it's so much easier to sit there and allow my words to point your reality. Just for a little while, allow my words to become your reality. Just for a little while, realize you can hear what I say, you can hear, you can feel what I say, you can feel, you can do what I say you can do. Let me borrow your 5 senses for a while. And if you could do that, I promise you, you will leave here a non-smoker. Feel that craving dropping down. Feel it dropping, 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 lower, 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 deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. I'm going to ask you some questions. You'll be able to answer these questions while remaining completely in trance. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want a cigarette right now? What was that?
4.
A 4? Okay. So this is what I want you to do. It's a dial in front of you. I want you to see a red dial in front of you. And I want you to realize that dial is set to the number 4. I want you to reach out and grab that dial and turn it down to a 3. I want you to physically reach out and grab it and turn it down to a 3. And I want you to feel your body respond to that. I want you to feel every cell, every fiber in your body respond to that. And when you can feel that it's at a 3, I want you to give me a head nod. That process. Take it down, down, down. As you take it down, you go deeper and deeper in the trance. That's right. Relax. And when you get it down to a 2, I want you to give me another head nod. And as you give me that head nod, I want you to go deeper and deeper in the trance. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The deeper you go. Deeper, deeper. Down to a 1. Take it down to a 1. And when you get it down to a 1, give me a head nod. That's it. And I want you to take that craving down to a 0. Turn it and feel it dropping in your body. Feel that resistance leaving now. And when you get it there, give me a head nod. That's it. And now that you got it down to a 0, I want you to break the fucking knob. I want you to rip it off. Get a hammer if you need it. I want you to destroy the knob. And when the knob is destroyed, I want you to give me a head nod. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. That's right. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Trance. break that shit. Broken, I want you to give me a head nod. That's it. So if the knob is broken on 0, the knob is broken at 0. So just relax. I want you to sit there and allow these changes to change at a cellular level. I want you to allow this to save in every fiber of your body. To take your left hand, and I want you to lift that left hand back up. I want you to put that in the camera where I can see it, move it over a little bit. And I want you to just allow that hand to drop down, just like we had it at first when we first started. But yep, just like, and that in a moment that hand is gonna twitch, and when it twitch, oh, just like that, I'm in contact with your subconscious mind. So earlier we were talking about how there's a part of you that knows that smoking is not good for you. There's another part of you that still decides to smoke. I want your subconscious mind to put me directly in communication with that part of you that chooses to smoke, even though it knows that it's not the best option for you. And when it does that, that hand will twitch, just like that. Amazing. And now that I'm in direct communication with this part of you, I want this part of you to explain to you at a subconscious level why it chooses to smoke. Because every intention that we do, everything we do with our body has a positive intention. Even when we do things like smoke that we know that aren't good for us, it's our body has a positive intention behind that. So I want for your body to explain to you at a subconscious level what that positive intention is. And when it does that, that hand is going to do that same. Yep, just like that. Okay. So now that we understand what the positive intention is, I want your subconscious mind to scan your entire body. Use your creative faculties to scan your entire body. And I wanted to find a way to carry out that positive intention that doesn't involve smoking. And every time that it finds a way, I want that hand to twitch. That hand is going to twitch every time that it finds a way. And it's going to find hundreds, just like that. It's going to find hundreds of thousands of ways. And every time the hand twitches, we know that it's identified another way to help you be a non-smoker, to achieve whatever that positive attention is without ever touching the cigarette again. And we got to leave your body doing that. And as your body does that, I want you to just imagine floating up out of your body. I want you to see yourself sitting there. I want you to see yourself wearing what you're wearing. Notice the position of your body. And I want you just to continue to float up higher and higher and higher. I want you to float right up out of the room. I want you to float into the sky. I want you to float up out of space. And I want you to look back and I want you to see the world. I want you to see the blue water. I want you to see the green land. I want you to see the stars around the world. And I want you to realize how different the point of view is from up here. How different it is to control things. How different it is on the effect you could have from here. What I want you to do is I want you to see a big target between you and the earth. I want you to see like a bullseye. I want you to see the different bands around the bullseye. And what I want you to do is I want you to place those cravings right in the center of that bullseye. I want you to place whatever the reasons are for you smoking right in the center of that bullseye. Any other things that you want to get rid of, I want you to place them right in the center of that bullseye, because this is what's going to happen. Not yet, but in a moment. In a moment, I'm going to make a sound like swish. When I make that sound, you're going to blast directly through the center of that bullseye. But you have to be brave, because as you go through that bullseye, you're going to feel all of these feelings and emotions one last time. But what's going to happen is you're going to leave all of that negativity on this side of the bullseye, and you're going to come out on the other side feeling amazing. You're going to come out on the other side and find that you cannot find that craving for a cigarette. In fact, the more you reach for it, the further and further and further and further and further away it gets from you. You'll never experience that feeling of craving a cigarette again. So, ready? As you blast through the center, you feel all of that bullshit one more time. You feel all of that one more time, but you come out on the other side feeling amazing. You come out on the other side feeling free. You come out on the other side and feeling the more you try to want a cigarette, you cannot. The thought of a cigarette no longer sounds appealing to you. And as you sit in that thought, you begin to slowly drift down back into the room. Not going back into your body quite yet. Just looking at yourself and noticing, and only going back into your body as quickly as you can realize that these changes have happened at a cellular level. Going back into your body as quickly as you can realize that every fiber in your body no longer desires a cigarette. this body has found literally thousands of new ways to carry out that positive attention without ever touching the cigarette. Ever touching a cigarette. And I wanted to install those new changes now. Right. I want all other parts in your body to just do a quick calibration and make sure they don't need to make any changes to accept you as the non-smoker that you now are. All those changes just to go all throughout your body now. That's it. As you allow those changes to happen, you just go deeper and deeper into trance. The deeper you go, the better you feel. Saving all of these changes at a positive level, at a cellular level. Every fiber in your body now knows you as a non-smoker. And I'm going to ask you a question. You'll answer my question and remain completely in trance. What is one smell that you absolutely hate?
Cigarettes.
Cigarette. What's another smell that makes you, if you knew cigarettes smelled like this, you wouldn't dare touch them?
Shit.
Shit. In a moment, you're gonna open your eyes. I'm gonna count to three. I'm gonna tell you to open your eyes. When you open your eyes, you're gonna notice that every time I say Bigo, you smell shit. It stinks. It's like it's right under your nose. It smells fucking horrible, and it's really ticking you off. It's aggravating you. Every time I say Bigo, you're gonna smell that. 1, 2, 3, eyes open now. All right, so we getting rid of this smoking habit. You're doing good. You done went through hypnosis. I can see your body making the changes and releasing things that it don't need. So how long have you been on Bigo?
Um. Uh. About 5 months.
5 months. You a host?
I am.
So you're a host. You be getting them hours. So a lot of time your life probably be Bigo, Bigo, Bigo. I got to do this on Bigo. I got to do that. Yada yada yada. You in a family?
Yeah. Hard.
Okay. Is your family dope?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. So yeah, Bigo is a cool spot. How did you originally discover Bigo?
Um. Facebook.
Facebook. Okay. Because if you smell something, I know what it is. That's some goddamn cigarettes. You got some cigarettes close by?
Yeah.
That shit you smell, that's those cigarettes. Take a whiff, open that pack of cigarettes, and I want you to smell. Lean off the camera because you know Big O be tripping, but I want you to smell those cigarettes. That's those cigarettes you smell. You smell?
Mm-hmm.
Would
Hmm.
would you smoke that?
It stink.
They stink, and that's how they smell before you light them. Like you know how hair, like right now you got hair, you got a lot of hair, and your hair smells perfectly fine. But if we set my on fire, that shit gonna smell horrible, right?
Yeah.
Them cigarettes the same way. They stink before you light them. But if you like them motherfuckers, it's a whole new level of stink. So on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, what's your desire to smoke right now?
I don't even want to smoke right now.
You don't want to smoke right now? Guess what? You're going to feel like that for the rest of your life. You'll never smoke again. I promise you. You are not smoking now. You tried to quit in the past, but the difference is today you made a decision to quit smoking. So you can get old shit. So how many cigarettes left in that pack?
It's like 12, I think.
Well, so you can hook up one of your friends that smoke. You can get them that pack of shit. You can throw it away. Do whatever you want with them, but you don't do that no more. It's not appealing to you. It's not something that you desire to do anymore. That's over with. That's a part of your past. You just like you weren't born a smoker. You've never met a 6-month-old baby that was addicted to cigarettes. It doesn't exist. You'll never smoke again. Do me a favor and look at my hand. And as you look at my hand, I want you just to lock in on one spot. Pick one spot on my hand and focus in on it. Focus, 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 focus. And allow those eyes to slowly start closing as I drop my hand down. And just like that, sleep all the way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper. So I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And as I count from 1 to 5, you're going to save all of these changes at a cellular, molecular level. Yourself as a non-smoker. You're going to define yourself as a non-smoker From this point forward, the thought of smoking a cigarette is foreign to you. It makes you sick to the stomach. You cannot fathom the thought of putting a cigarette in your mouth. One, feeling all of these changes save at a cellular molecular level. Two, realizing that you could be, do, and have any fucking thing that you want. Literally any fucking thing that you want. Three, give me a mental pat on the back, because right now you did something for you. Something that's going to move your life forward. Something that's going to help you move forward. Four, eyes open, feeling amazing, feeling refreshed. Congratulations, you don't smoke cigarettes no more. That shit is disgusting to you. So, if somebody offered you a cigarette now, what would you say?
I'm good.
All right, it's tomorrow. You waking up, going to that morning shit. What, how do you want a cigarette right now? Like, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to go there. Like, so what are you gonna do with that pack of cigarettes that you got right now?
I'm about to throw them. I'm gonna throw them away.
I'll throw them away. And I want to talk to you in about a week. Follow me, pull up on me, and let me know.
I will. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you trusting me and coming up here and fucking with me. Be easy.
And
That's it. Like, people think that it take years and years and years to make change, and you gotta go lay on the couch for 5. You don't fucking got to. You gotta decide what you want and step in it, man. And it's that easy.